Alright, so now that you guys have seen all of the coverage from Shizuoka, I have to do, of course, my whole video. I can't go to Japan and not buy anything. I almost did this time, but I all got just this one bag of stuff here, so I kept it really light. I was also traveling really light. I didn't have a suitcase or anything. I was just only using a backpack, so I just basically couldn't carry anything. But that said, that shop in the Surugaya in Shizuoka was pretty amazing. I definitely could have bought a lot more stuff there if I was so inclined, but I kept it pretty minimal. And so let me show you guys what I got from Shizuoka. So let's see. The biggest things here are a couple of minimum factory kits. Now they're in the area like where we were at the Gaia booth. That was kind of just like a reselling area. There was some just like kind of smaller personal shops, people selling just a bunch of secondhand stuffs. And I didn't really look around there too much, but I looked around a little bit and was drawn to this one booth where they did have some other kind of stuff. I don't remember even what else was there, but I was able to find a couple of minimum factory kits there amongst the stuff. Now the first thing, just from my experience going around other different places in Japan, coming across secondhand minimum factory kits isn't very easy. You just don't really see secondhand ones very often, and then when you do, they're barely marked down. So usually the list price is around 3,000 yen, and if you see them secondhand, they might be like 2,600 yen or something like that, just like a couple hundred yen less. They retain their value really well. But in this case, I got these two basically for like two for the price of one because of the price for them. So this one is the Cheryl Gnome kit here. This one was 1,900 yen. So again, this is usually around 3,000 or 3,200 yen, brand new. And then this one here is the Reina Prowler. These are both from Macross. Really not all that familiar with the characters, but yeah, this one was 1,600 yen. So in total, this was 3,500 yen for the two of these. So pretty good. These actually weren't particular kits in the minimum factory line that I was really planning on getting, but the deal was too good, the price was too good, so I couldn't pass those up. Now, like I said, the Surugaya store was awesome and they had tons of stuff there. I picked up a couple things for gifts for my wife and for my kids, but I did pick up one little small thing here for myself as well, so I'm just kind of fixing his arm. I picked up this little just kind of candy toy figure of the hy-gogg. I've actually never seen this before. If you guys are familiar with which line this is from, like which candy toy line this is from, I've never seen this before, really seen any other kind of candy toys sort of similar to this really, so I don't really know. But it's really cool, really nicely detailed, and the pose is really cool as well. So I want to do like a video just showing like detailing this up. It's actually kind of like a little bit dirty, need to like clean it, and I can see like it's got some cleanup that I need to do, like right on the very front of it. It's got this really nasty like nub mark or just kind of like gate where it's like cut off from the factory process. But anyway, I want to do a video on this maybe sometime in the near future, just kind of detailing it up, doing some detail painting, maybe throw a couple more decals on there, something like that. But that was just a little small little thing. I love the hy-gogg, and that was a really cool little figure. Now this is actually quite special. This is actually, I forget, this is called like the Nachin. Yeah, the Nachin kits. So these were just recently released. Here, let me show you. These were just recently released. It was just recently released in this dark green version, but this tan version is actually not out yet. But the guy who's the owner of this company that produces these, not the artist who drew this, that's Moi on Twitter, but the guy who's the owner of the company that's producing these like small little kits was there, and he had some of them, and I just asked because I wanted to just buy a couple more of them while I was there, just because I love them so much. They're really cool. And he said, well, I don't have any for sale here at the moment, but I have some of the new color, which is actually not available yet, and he gave me a couple of them just as a gift. So that was really awesome of him to do. So I mean, it's nothing any different, it's just a different color, not really a big deal, but that's awesome. So it's just cool to have that. And that's basically the only thing that's left there in the bag. Other stuff that I brought back was just like a bunch of different flyers from different vendors, just stuff about their products, whatever, and then tons and tons of business cards. So a lot of the business cards are like from like business people that I met. I did meet a few people like from different businesses, things like that, from like AK Interactive guys, and a couple of different like diorama supply companies, and met a guy from Wave, and so on and so forth. And a bunch of the other ones were just from the individual modelers. So you guys saw all the different modeling groups and individual modelers that had their stuff there on display. A lot of them had their business cards there as well, just for like for you to be able to find their Twitter or contact them. So I picked up a bunch of those as well, especially a lot of the ones that I was recording, of course, because I wanted to be able to get in touch with them later on once the videos are up, so I can send them links to the video so they can check it out. So just got tons of cars. That was another really cool thing about it, just like, of course, the networking, be able to connect with these people and share contact information with them so you can kind of stay in touch or share ideas, whatever, later on. So that was it. A pretty simple little collection of stuff that I brought back. Got these, and got that. So that was pretty much it. So pretty simple haul back from Shizuoka. But yeah, man, if you are going to the show and you do want to do some shopping while you're there, and maybe you don't have time to like go to Akihabara, that Surugaya there is pretty legit. But that's it for this video, guys, and that pretty much wraps up all the Shizuoka coverage for this year. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and again, a huge thank you to SI Gundam Store for making it all possible. Check them out. The link is down below, of course, as always, and the coupon code is there as well, so you can use that. As for the next trip to Japan, I actually don't really have anything planned at the moment, but something maybe that I'm working on that is probably not going to work out, but I am working on something. But if there's anything in the future that you guys would like to see me cover in Japan, I don't know, anything particular, some sort of like shopping guide for Osaka, kind of like I did for Tokyo, or any other future shows there, like a C3 or the All Japan Hobby Show or something like that, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to try to make that happen. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.